By the way, let me just see if we've got any shout outs you want me to do right now. Let's see. Let's see. The UK version caused so much carnage. I don't even know what that is. I ain't gonna lie to you still. Anyway, listen. Oh, World Stay secured. Okay, qualified. South Africa to the World Cup, Qatar 2025. FIFA under 17. Shout out to South Africa. But anyway, this is not what we came here for. We came here for this particular content. A US born woman, hold on, now residing in Ghana. So, by the way, my name is Versa, aka the Alkebulan Trust, the name you can trust when it comes to all things reactions. And right now, I'm going to react to this particular content in regards to. Let me just read it off my list here. A US-born woman now residing in Ghana is spearheading an initiative. It's right there, actually. A US-born woman now residing in Ghana is spearheading an initiative to create a diaspora community. Having purchased a substantial tract of land, she plans to subdivide and property and offer plots to sell of individual interest in joining the community. Now, here's my issue with this. We're going to play the video first. I'm going to say my piece, but yeah. Let's keep it moving now. Let's keep it moving. And I don't even like to say there's an issue or anything like that, but
I love how they see just they make me they shout hallelujah. I say all the blessings I love how they see just they make me they shout. It's okay. Oh yeah, shake body. Oh yeah, move body. Make you ring alarm. Oh yeah, shake body. Them girls just they feel me now. Cause I get some money, then they feel me now. Back then they do me anyhow. I don't get some money, they wanna get down. They want hold me for ransom. Cause I'm young and I'm rich and I'm handsome. They want know where I come from. I they run since from Lagos to London. All the blessings I love, I they see just they make me they shout hallelujah. I say all the blessings I love, I they see just they make me they shout hallelujah. They hold me for ransom, cause I'm young and I'm rich and I'm handsome. They won't hold me for ransom, cause I'm young and I'm rich and I'm handsome. Oh yeah, shake body.
We will not join your community. All right, listen. I'm gonna say my piece here. This is just my piece. You don't go to now. Listen. Just hear me out for a few minutes. Yeah, just hear me out for a few minutes, just for a few seconds in regards to this particular situation, and we're going to read someone else's comments and their thoughts. You don't go to someone else's country, and now one could argue, if you trace back your ancestry, maybe you do come from Ghana and that particular side of Ghana or whatever. Cool, that's fair. And if it is if you have been given land to build and maintain and all that stuff there, that's one thing. But to purchase land to be able to create a community where you're creating division, this is why they say, now this isn't facts, this is just misinformation. When they say, oh, Africans do not like or have a disdain to African Americans. Now, like I said, that's misinformation. But then when you create things like this would be one reason to why that could potentially happen in the future. So I would just say be very careful in what you're doing. Like very, very careful. I can understand obviously you want to build, you want to create, you want to do all that stuff there, but you're creating division. Like if you're going to these countries, like bear this in mind, yeah. She was US born. I don't know where in America she's from. I really don't. All right. Now, it's all fun and games when see. I don't want to use the word fun and games. In life, you have to make sure that you do not rub people off the wrong way. Now, one could say that there's good intention, and I understand it, but so was colonialism. I can't say that word properly. You know what I mean? In the context of, we will give you a protectorate. We're gonna protect you from other people trying to colonize you. You know what I'm saying? That I ain't saying is that, but you get the point I'm trying to make. Now, look, like I said, I don't know. For me, it's just it's very I don't even know the word is. I want to use the word weird, but I just find it very wrong. You know what I'm saying? If you're building land, like, I want to know what am I like things with this, yeah, because obviously he's from Ghana and stuff like that, so it'd be interesting to know what his thoughts are. But I just don't like this idea. And then you're using the irony is you're using Scales' classic song, Shea Body as well. So I just think you're I don't know. Let's just keep it moving for a second. Let's just keep moving. Let's go. Let's see what people say in the comments. All right. So let me get this right. Right. This lady has bought land in Ghana, is presumably going to use the locals for cheap labor, then only allow foreigners to reap the benefits. There's so many reasons why Ghanaian government should stop this. And I understand you want the Ghanaian government to stop it because obviously, you know what I mean? But I think so long as the locals can do what's necessary to try and stop it, you know what I mean? Then it's up to them. Because what's the like? Let's be real. What is the government gonna really do? You know what I mean? Like, let's be real. What are they going to do? I don't think they're gonna do anything. They're the ones that are already opening like the doors for everyone to get their citizenship. Yeah, because I remember there was a time when they were giving out citizenship, but it wasn't just for African Americans or black people or whatever. Like, it literally was open access for everyone, from what I remember. I'll come back to that post for another day. If you know, you know. Yeah. Let's see what else people are saying. Oh, she may be US born, but now, what? Why to know if she's ethnically AA or not? AA catching the beat, heat once again as people speed off with the narrative. No ability to verify. Also, a husband's business partner is given Ghanaian. You can do anything in Ghana when you love the Lord too. Excuse me. Okay. So this is another thing why it's good that I kind of delayed reacting to this, because I don't know the context of this. Do you know what I mean? And even so, I still think it's wrong anyway. Like, you think, even with me, like me being Nigerian, I was born in the UK, right? And clearly you can tell by my accent, right? And do you think I can go to like Nigeria and then buy land and then create land to create division in terms of only those from the diaspora can live in this particular community? No? Are you insane, bruv? Nah, don't be doing that, bruv. Like, I'm glad I put myself in that perspective. Do you know what I'm saying? Because now it makes me realize how ridiculous it sounds. And are those captions actually real? That's another thing, because we don't know. Those captions might not necessarily be real. And if they are, fair play. I say fair play, but it's not really fair play because it's unfair play. But let's see. Let's see what other people are saying. I'm moving to Ghana. African woman purchased a plot of land in Ghana. But there's more. Hang on. Okay, that might not be the same person. I want to go back to the comments in regards to this particular person, because Let me know what your thoughts when it comes to below. What are your genuine thoughts? Like genuine thoughts. When you like forget the facts. In fact, let's take things as face value. We know on the video it says what it says. We know the caption, it says what it says. So let's take things at face value. What are your thoughts? Is this wrong or is this right? Like, and regardless whatever country you're from, even if it's outside of Africa, you could be from I don't know, South Korea. You know what I'm saying? Your thoughts are still your thoughts are still valid and necessary, because this is, to me, this is a big deal. Like, I don't, there's many ways to spin this narrative, but this is a big deal. Let's see what people are saying. Locals won't be able to buy land and other properties. Nothing to celebrate here. You see that part? That part. Locals won't be able to buy land and other properties. Nothing to celebrate here. All right, this is a time, but let me mind my damn business. And just saying, creating a separate America in Ghana is foul play. Americans live this side, Ghanaians live that side. Segregation of who diaspora and who's locals, not good news. If you love your African roots, then blend. And I'm glad they mentioned that, because in terms of, I'm glad they mentioned about segregation as well. And because the whole comment, I respect that. Yeah, I like the fact that they mentioned segregation, because African Americans went through a segregation. So did Black British as well. Don't get it twisted. And so did Africans as well, especially South Africans. They went through segregation, right, in their own land. Now, what I'm trying to say is this: it's like, if your ancestors, if your how many generations is that? That's not that many generations in terms of the segregation, this Jim Crow law, what the Jim Crow thing. You know what I mean? There's, if your family was in that, unfortunately went through that, are you gonna, you know what I mean? Like, but again, I don't know everything verbatim. Do you know what I mean? I don't know the facts, but let's keep reading. History repeats, you see. Hopefully it's better managed and no war this time. Yeah, I can't. There's no all right, well, let's see what people are saying. They may be scamming. They're going to take the land back in due. No, let her invest and build and come to her like, nope, we're taking this. Yeah, I don't think they can do that. I don't know. Her and her husband William Abbey does this backstory. It sounds familiar. Okay, let's read this backstory. A God-fearing, positive married couple with the purpose of sharing a message of hope and possibility with the world, William and Abbey have unique story and are using the testimony of God's greatness in their lives to impact the world. Okay. The breast holes with the abbreviation TBH has poised in connecting the diasporans all over the world to facilitate the return to the motherland. Celebrating 3 years of excellence in diasporan services and over 5 years of seamless and processing facilitation of governmental services and application, we poised in becoming a leading. I can't be able to click on that to see what else it said, to be honest. So I can't even lie to you. So we went all the way to Ghana for this. In Rwanda, you can't purchase more than a set size of land as a foreigner, and you have to explain what it will be used for. They are neck to neck when it comes to property ownership as a foreigner. I don't know if Ghana has laws. That's rude. No, but I like, as much as, see, this is what I feel like needs to be done. I don't know what the laws are in terms of buying property in, like, across the pond or any other land, especially in Ghana. I don't know what the laws are. But if Rwanda has that law, I credit them for having that law, because it makes sense. It's like, you think you can come to England and buy up certain amount of, you know what I mean? Or you can come to America. In fact, even in America, do you think you can do that? I don't think you can. I don't think you can. Even though there's this one person that actually has she's her own mayor. Like, I promise you, she's literally her own mayor. She's her own sheriff. Like, she's the only person in her state. It is amazing. Anyway, offer plots as who? As who? This is nonsense, man. How are the locals not against this? Shame on her and anyone that celebrates this. So Black Americans are going to have to show the Africans how to build their countries. Tired of hearing they fled for opportunities. Which Black Americans paid the price for when they literally have trillions of dollars resources under their feet? Hear me out though. I hear what they're saying. There's trillions of dollars under their feet, but there's certain. If you understand history and you understand, like for example, I'll give you an example. Look what's happening in if this person is American, for example, if they are in America. Let me be careful with the words I'm saying. But it's almost as if history, in some sense, is repeating itself, if that makes sense. And it's not just with one country. It's not just with two countries. And funny enough, they met to South Africa. So anyway, I won't even go into too deep because I can go off into a tangent. And her husband is full Ghanaian, so why is everyone upset? Yeah, here's the thing. Yeah, the husband may be Ghanaian, but again, I don't think it's people being upset. I just think it's like it's just I don't even know. If people are upset, they're upset. Me, I'm not even upset. I'm like, I'm shocked and dismayed that this is at face value. This is the intention. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, I'm looking at it from so many angles, like so many angles. Anyway, let's go into the next one. Was that Liberia or Sierra Leone with the African Americans starting behaving like white people to natives? We heard this story before. It was actually South Africa, from what I recall. Anyway, this is funny. Ordinary Ghanaians do not have access to land. Now, this is where it gets interesting. If you're Ghanaian, please let me know. This is why I want to know what the Maya thinks in regards to this. This is funny. Ordinary Ghanaians do not have access to land and let you have African Americans with huge purchasing power buying swaths of land. There's something wrong with our land tenure system. This needs to be corrected. You can't have foreigners buying lands to sell. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Also want to know what VP in the car thinks about this on the 90s Baby Show as well. I want him to talk about this. This is a big deal. I can't even lie to you. It feels that way. I don't know how it's done in Ghana, but I've seen all the wrong tools in use. Subdivision with tape measure, paving with a back. At least they're honest. Them people don't want her there. Maybe they do. Folk trying to spread division are mostly no-face bots. Nah, listen, I don't. Listen, it's not. Here's the thing, yeah. It's not the case of people trying to create division. It's a case of we blatantly seen a video of someone like again. I don't know the person who posted this video in terms of this particular on Twitter. I don't know if it's them behind that account who posted that video, if it's their own video or they got it from somewhere else. I don't know. But the case is we can vividly see with our own two eyes what's going on here. You know what I mean? So that's nothing to do with a bot trying to create division. Now, if they were to create another video and say what they needed to say and they said this is out of context, this is not what we're doing, you know what I mean? Like all we're doing is building our home. We're building, you know what I mean? Then it's different. But that's the issue. I feel like you don't have to show what you're doing. Just do what you're doing. And when it's done, if you want to show off, show off. If you don't want to show off, don't show off. That's how I feel it should be done. You don't need to go onto Instagram or go onto Snapchat or go onto or any social media profile and be like, oh, look, I was born in this country and now I'm in an African country and now I'm doing this and that. You know what I mean? Relax. Relax. like obviously, yeah, it's good to show that you've gone to this particular African country or Caribbean country, whatever country you've got going to. That's fine. I'm not saying don't post your experiences. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is you don't. If you're building something, you don't need to tell people you're building something because what is the purpose? I always look at it from that angle. What is the purpose unless you're trying to, unless you're telling so people can help you. But again, I'm just me in it. I'm me. Anyway, let's keep it moving. Bring this money to Otter, folks. Okay, let's get to one more. I'm gonna see if I can get to how about the indigenous Ghanaians say, get your money, but if this becomes overly successful, the local Ghanaians will target the diaspora folk. And no, that won't happen. I doubt that. Deport as of yesterday. This is just buying land, subdividing and selling for profit. I think this has been happening in this country for years. What does she spearhead again? Okay, so it's been happening before. That's interesting, and that wouldn't surprise me. Um, I'm so proud of her. I will support her the way I can. Been seeing this since the year of the return 2018. She's fulfilling the prophecy. Anybody saying otherwise is just engagement farming and having no clue what they're talking about, or hard money to land, energy and invest to share. See, I understand what they're saying, but you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of give me a second. I just want to make sure. Okay. This reminds me of there's a particular individual who mentions, in fact, I'm not going to get into that. You know what I mean? Because yeah, I understand what goes on with that situation. But anyway, let's keep it moving because end of the day, this is not what we're about. We're about unity. Yeah. And speaking about unity,